When people disrespect you, do not let them. Do not let them. Do not give them any power. We're going to be talking about when people test your limits, and it could be the little things, but it's still disrespectful. You see, what I've learned in my life, sometimes growing up, especially as a girl, you're taught to appease people, you're taught to appease men, you're taught to keep quiet, you're taught to be non argumentative, you're taught to do the right thing. But when you speak up for yourself, when it comes time to speak up for yourself, nobody takes you seriously. Nobody takes you seriously. You still can be walked all over. And that's just as simple as having your opinion disrespected. Having people ask you what your opinion is, but only have them try to change your mind when you give them your own honest answer. So don't let them. And that's not easy to do. I think it's going to take a lot of times, but it comes with working on your boundaries. um, Something that I have been doing is, well, I've been practicing, but now I journal scenarios that I've had throughout the day, and I think about things that could have been different and how they can go different. Um, when people disrespect my time, when people show up late, when people say uncomfortable things that you don't really want to hear, that you don't really agree with. Um, yeah, what I'm trying to get at is I've been journaling about it, and I'm trying to be more assertive about the way that I want to live my life. I'm really tired of being a pushover, and I think that's a really good thing. I think that's a really good thing to have. I don't think I've personally found the balance yet of being too aggressive and being too calm and sweet, you know? But it's getting there. It's getting there. But what I've learned is what I'm going to share with you today. And I think it's okay to be angry. I think, like I've mentioned before, I think us as a society, we're taught to appease people, depending on where you grow up, right? Just appease people as best as you can. But when people talk mad bullshit, don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're here trying to tell you how to live your life, or it's it's just as simple as not respecting your opinion, as I said, just thinking that, oh, I'm older, I know how everything, I absolutely know everything, and you don't. Don't let them. And it's not easy, especially if you think that there's some kind of power dynamic, like it's your boss or relative. Um, but the easiest thing to do, and we all do it, is just to ignore. And I'm wondering, and I don't know how you guys feel, and I'm wondering if ignoring is the right thing to do in some cases, right? Like, depending on if your job relies on appeasing a boss, which, first of all, I don't know your situation, but for example, that sucks if you feel like you're in a work environment that you think that your boss won't control you, but I think that happens very commonly. I think it's a very common phenomenon, you know? But um obviously you don't really want to blow up. You don't really want to be a bitch, but I'm a bitch. Not really. I'm trying to be. Um and then sometimes fighting with relatives, is it even worth it, you know? Is it even worth wasting your energy? I don't know. So that's decisions that you're going to make for yourself. But what you're allowed to do is you're allowed to be angry about certain things on your own, at least. You can be angry in your room, you could be angry in your journal. You can just You can deal with it the way that you want to. You can do what you need. What you're not allowed to do is to physically go attack somebody. But again, I can't really tell you what to do in any certain situation. I have to be there. I have to see. Um, I'm just really rambling today. I'm really scatterbrained. I'm really gonna try to get my mind on what I'm trying to say. But the point of the story is, but the moral of the story, I'm not even gonna tell you a story. Um, I think I'm done with having certain people, like I mentioned, try to convince me of their opinions when they're absolutely fucking whack. Like, absolutely whack. I don't know where you're getting this shit from. Like, no scientific proof of this whatsoever. Full propaganda. Don't know what to say. Complete propaganda. Don't know what to say. Like, I have no idea where you even get this information. And then it's like they're acting like I'm the crazy one, that I don't agree. This goes back to my video on empathy. But this has less to do with empathy. It's more of maybe I'm at an age where, I have my own autonomy, but elders still don't respect my opinions, what I do, my autonomy, my career choices, and I'm coming to terms with that these people that I once looked up to, in my eyes, unfortunately now, and in society's eyes, kind of are losers. And I think everybody has their own path. And I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not trying to judge, but we're on completely different paths, and we have completely different ambitions, and our values are really different. And in my eyes, these people have not achieved the success that I think a person can do. Like my version of success. I mean, it shouldn't apply to everybody, but um and they're trying to put their versions of success, they're trying to project their versions of success onto me. However, I'm not trying, I'm not I'm not projecting my versions of success. I don't even tell them what to do, obviously. I'm just being me. I'm just living my life. So, what is going to happen from now on is I'm just not going to give them any power. with with all due respect, I respect these people, but they're not in places that I would ever want to end up in my life. It is not somewhere I want to be. And I'm not going to be listening to their advice because, well, it's shitty advice. And whenever I do, I go down the drain. I don't want that anymore. I just want to be happy. I want to do what I want to do. I want to meander around with my friends. I want to be with like minded people, and I just want to accomplish my goals. I don't need I don't need these value system put on me that do not align with me. I don't fucking need that. I'm really tired. I'm gonna get progressively angrier as this video goes on. But I do not understand. I do not understand where some people get this kind of absolute garbage information off the internet. Like I said, can we take care of each other a little bit more? I'm tired of being the person to fit into value systems that I will never fit into just because I'm so complex. I'm from 3 different cultures. I have completely different value systems than anybody else. But, like, anyway. But what we're going to do But we're gonna do is what we're gonna say next time somebody says something outwardly disrespectful and rude to us, which I've tried this a couple times. It's really nice. What we're gonna say is, well, you can say a couple of things. Do you expect me to be the only one to tolerate it, or do you treat everybody like that? That's a good word. I think that's a good one. Or you can just be plain and simple. Whatever the situation is, you can be like, if you ever fucking do that again, I will end this meeting. I will end whatever this is, and we will never speak again. If you want to be more aggressive, just call him out, is what I'm trying to say. Just call him out. That's what I'm going to be doing from now on. It's like, I'm uncomfortable by this. I think we should stop having this conversation. Or, I'm uncomfortable by this. We obviously have different values and views of the world. Let's stop here. I mean, you can also say something jokey, like if somebody comments on your if somebody comments on your appearance, you can say, I don't know, like if somebody's telling you, "Oh, you're gaining a little bit of weight," and you're like, "Wow, you're going bald," or something like that. I don't know. And just a lot of fun little things. I'm having fun with it. This is the first time that I feel like I'm stepping into my power. You see, I kind of grew up in a narcissistic dynamic. I have been a people pleaser for most of my life, and recently, after leaving these certain situations, um, it's really fun to embrace this assertive side of me because I don't care anymore. You know, I've often attracted narcissists into my life, and I was always usually the scapegoat, like I was in my first narcissistic dynamic relationship. There's the scapegoat, there's the enabler, and there's the narcissist. I was usually the scapegoat of all these situations. And what I've learned is that maybe my ego is getting bigger, but it's okay. I think it's okay. But what I'm worried is that I'm going to start treating people like trash as well. I think it's important to have self esteem. I think it's important to have self worth. But, you know, I just sometimes wonder if I could be the narcissist as well. Because when you're the scapegoat for most of your life and you don't really have a lot of support or you don't have a lot of people on your side or protecting you, you kind of get you kind of get I'm looking for the right word, pessimistic, and just really jaded. Kind of get really jaded. Cuz first of all, I don't think anybody should be relying on anybody else for emotions. I think you have to be the one in control of your emotions, but this is again all my own opinions. People can do whatever the hell that they want in my life, but I'm someone who wants to be in control of my emotions, and I think that it's very true. How you think and how you control your perception of things um, changes the way that you can feel emotionally. It's just, it gets kind of scary and lonely when you realize that the only person that you can really trust is yourself. And the scary part is that, I mean, a victim is not, it's not anybody's fault, but it's kind of scary that in a way you feel like you let yourself down, you know? Even though it's not your fault, like I just said. It's not your fault that you're a victim. It's not really something that you can do, but you never really know. You can't really tell with narcissistic manipulative people because specifically they're manipulative. You don't really know. Um but oftentimes after it, you have to be the one to pick yourself back up. You have to be really strong mentally for this, and like it's not easy. It's not easy. So, that means Is it easier to set the boundaries with people early on and preventing all these crashes and lows and heartbreaks and just overall shit when you can just make your life easier, and you're probably going to make the narcissist's life somewhat easier too in a weird way. That it's probably you're probably making it harder, but in some way it's easier probably. I just I'm just also really sleepy right now. Um but it's okay to be a bitch. I'm embracing this era of myself, and I'm not letting people talk to me. I'm not letting people disrespect me. I mean, sometimes people don't even mean to hurt you and disrespect you. And it's okay to call people out. If you call people out and your friendship lasts and they call you out when you're doing dumb shit, then it's meant to be. You know? It's a friendship that you have respect each other's boundaries. You know that people aren't going to be giving you shit. You know that you can trust this person because there's clear communication, there's a lot of transparency there. And I really like that. That's really important. I think it's really important in any relationship. So do not let people disrespect you, because what happens is you're the person disrespecting yourself. Don't give them any fear. Be fearless about this. Don't give them any power. Don't give anybody any power. If you have haters, now I gotta work on this. But if you've got haters, they wouldn't be haters. They wouldn't have a job if you didn't give them a reason. So what I mean is, you created them. It's in your power to deal with them in whatever way that you like. And unfortunately, sometimes haters can get really aggressive from the beginning. And I'm talking about like bullies. I sometimes look back and I remember in my youth, in kindergarten and elementary school, and honestly in middle school, really often. No, I think through all the grades I was bullied. Um, and it's kind of sad because at the time I was kind of growing up. I was not the most attractive kid, and probably had some ADHD going that I didn't know about. Um, but I just really feel bad that I didn't have the tools that I know now to protect myself, to deal with bullies and haters the way that I like. And it would have saved me so much heartache, so many years of an eating disorder, which I should probably make a video about an eating disorder later. Like, just don't let them. Don't give them power. It's really hard when it seems like the world is against you. I went to a really small school, okay? Um well, I went to a couple different schools, but one of the main places I went to a really small school, and I just couldn't fit in. People didn't like me. I don't think anybody's doing anything with their lives now, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really fucking matter. Hometown haters. I don't think half of them even left our hometown, which is sad because our hometown is not a good. It's not like somewhere you would want to end up. I just feel sad that I let such low energy get to me. You know, it distracted me from all the things that I wanted to do. Distracted from my creative purposes. I was scared to have an online presence. I was scared to put myself out there. And now, at my age, I know I'm still young, but I could have done a lot more things if I didn't let those stupid hate comments get to me. They're not paying my bills. They're not taking care of the things that I need to take care of. They don't matter. And the fact that these people have nothing better to do but like just attack other people, attack other kids. Yeah, they didn't have any talents. Like I said, there's nothing really going for those people. Even the valedictorian types, Listen, this isn't to knock people down who move back to their hometown. This has nothing to do with it. But if you suck as a person, you suck. And I'm not standing for it now. I don't engage with these people. I recently saw someone that I didn't really want to run into. I went for a visit to my hometown. Saw someone sorry. Saw someone I didn't really want to run into. I see a couple people. They always ignore me. It's really cute. It's really cute. It's really cute. Plus, I've had a glow up. So, vengeance runs through my veins. But that's not important anymore because from today on, you and I, we're going to have a pact. We're not going to let anybody get to us. No, 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 no. And I've just been rambling here. Haters and bullies do not understand what it means to be kind. Narcissists do not understand what it means to be kind. Remember, narcissists lack empathy. People who are haters and bullies sometimes can be narcissists, but are probably coming from a really deep and insecure place. This whole kill them with kindness thing, you should be the bigger person, but what you need to do is just not tolerate it. Don't show them any fucking fear. Report it if you have to. Report it if you have to. Tell them off. Tell them off to their face. Like I said, are you asking me to be the only one to tolerate this kind of behavior? Who the hell do they think they are? Who do you think you are? You can say things like that. Because who do they think they are? I don't know if they can think. I don't know if they can think. So that's my little rant. My little rant. Didn't really go anywhere. I'm still getting used to this YouTube thing. I'm not really good at showcasing my emotions on camera yet or talking. I get very lost. Talking to myself, I get really lost. But there's more to come, there's more to improve. There's more to share, more talents, more different kinds of stuff. But no more tolerating it. No more tolerating it at all.